So we got back from Disney and my magic cards were waiting on me. I'm currently working on what's called a mill deck, and I had a couple of creatures that I needed to add into it. And I wanted to see if this would be one of the last edits and see if it was ready for play. So, of course, the only way you can do that is to put it together and to test play it. Jessica always helps me out and plays with me. So initially, what I found was that it was really slow. It did what it needed to do, but I needed it to be a little bit quicker. So that's what I did. I made a small edit, and now, as it sits, it's pretty decent. Okay, so I'd ordered some of these radial thumb screws for the 500 series format. Considering that I'm going to get another one of these horizontal 500 series racks to hold a couple modules, I'm wanting to get a couple of EQs to go in there that I'm actually going to mod the EQs. But I also have a microphone preamp that I am also going to be getting. The more modules I get, the more it's going to be imperative that I'm able to quickly swap in and out modules. So, thumb screws. And as you know, I'm getting ready to take this rig and turn it 90 degrees facing this way. I've got some new acoustic treatment going up here and on the walls going towards the back of the room. And I've got a little table and an amp stand to help finish up that keyboard corner. I still have a 6-space rack to get to put on the amp stand, but for the most part, I've got everything I need. Well, as you can see, I've got my work cut out for me in completing the keyboard corner and getting my rig moved. I've got it all planned out in a spreadsheet because that's what I do. In completing the keyboard corner, I still need to get, like I said before, a 6-space rack for the gear that's right there on the table to go in and sit on the amp stand. And then I've got a little table for a little mixer to go on and hold the other random stuff that's over there. In order to move the rig, however, it's going to take a little bit longer and much more work. All this gear that's in the racks are going to have to come out. I'm going to have to pull all the cabling and pull the gear out of the rack. And I don't know if you could tell it from the diagram that I've drawn up, but I'm actually flipping the orientation of the setup. My racks are going to go on the opposite wall and my laptop is going to be on the other side. And the new development this week is the fact that I have now decided that it's going to be worth it, because I've looked into the cost, to get a cloud and to work on getting my track lighting set up. So once I get my rig moved and I get the new acoustic treatment that I already have put on the walls, that's the very next step, is to get the track lighting in and to get that cloud put up on the ceiling. About a week after getting back from Disney, we had one more little bitty trip that we wanted to do. So we went to LaGrange, this place called Great Wolf Lodge. It's an indoor water park. It's got hotel rooms, restaurants, arcade, climbing wall, bowling, golf, like Top Golf. There's 2 gift shops. There's a Ben and Jerry's, a Dunkin' Donuts. They got a sky course. There's putt-putt golf. There's an interactive scavenger hunt type game called Magic Quest. They have a Dahlonega style mining for like gold, fool's gold, gemstones. And then there's the water park. This thing has water slides, 2 big family style water slides, individual water slides. There's a racing water slide. There's a kids area. They have like splash zone kids area. There's a big giant wave pool and a lazy river. They've got snack bars. They have a whole cast of characters that'll come out and meet and greet, and they sing songs, and they do yoga in the morning for the kids and for adults. We always enjoy going and spending a couple of days there, and you do need a couple of days just to get everything done if you want to do the non-water park stuff. It was a good little end to this little adventure. Hi, Future Michael here. I've been editing the video and I've noticed that it's kind of jumping around. It's kind of a quick pacing. Christoph, I am trying to record a video here. I love you too, buddy. Anyway, we just kind of jumped right in there and kind of threw it right fast into your face with everything, with magic and all the great wolf flies. Anyway, we'll be getting to our Disney trip right now. Disney shirt. We're talking about Disney. Our first full day was Epcot. So again, we hopped on a monorail over to the TTC and then transferred over to the line that heads out to Epcot, and we embarked on Epcot for the day. It was forecasted to rain all day, so we planned for a lot of the stuff to be inside. You know, rides, looking around the pavilions at the World Showcase, walking around, taking in the sights, you know, stuff that you can go from place to place and not worry about getting too wet or anything.
What are you doing?
We managed to catch the tail end of Festival of the Arts, so that was kind of a big deal. We decided to do the food booth completer challenge. It's where you walk to all the booths at the pavilions and you get the specific items on the list, get them stamped off, and you hand a little passport in at the end and get a little completer prize. We also did the current scavenger hunt, which is themed to whatever festival is currently happening. This time, because it was Festival of the Arts, the prizes were paint your own Disney figurines. You had your choice of Mickey, Minnie, or Figment. All in all, it was a pretty good day despite the rain. It opened up on us pretty early. We donned our coats and everything, our raincoats. And one of the highlights of the day was that the rain let up just in time for us to enjoy the fireworks. Well, our second full day started off with me not even being able to put all of my weight on my left ankle. I guess I'd overdone it a little bit at Epcot. We had breakfast reservations at Ohana at the Polynesian, and I didn't want to let the girls down. I did the best I could and hobbled on down to the monorail, stopping at the marketplace on the way to pick up a couple of packs of the leave. Anyway, breakfast at Ohana is always good. We had plenty of food. We got to meet Lilo, Stitch, and Mickey, and Pluto. Plus, they got everybody there riled up with their character processional. It was awesome. After making it back to the room, I decided there was no way that I was going to be able to walk all through the park and everything. So, unfortunately, I had to send Jessica and the girls off to have mother-daughter time at Magic Kingdom. It was take it easy time for me, and I took the time to ice down my ankle and spend some time in the room. I'd asked Jessica to get whatever video she could, seeing as I had originally planned to be there getting the video, but I had to sit out. I wasn't terribly bummed about it because, we'd be returning in about 6 weeks. So it really wasn't that big of a deal for me to kind of adjust on the fly and just kind of roll with it. And just because I'm a nerd like that, I had brought my mobile rig, and decided to set that up and get some work done. Day 2 shaped up to be, not so bad. Jessica got some one-on-one time with the girls, and it ended like all days end at Disney, watching fireworks. Our final day, we're affectionately calling our accidental Disney day. When the day started, our plans involved going to Disney Springs to eat at the new Indian restaurant called Eat, that's E-E-T, and then to head home. So we get to Disney Springs, and I wanted to hit up the big World of Disney store to look for hats and or a t-shirt. But since my ankle was still not at 100% and we didn't want to push it too far, we decided to go ahead and eat first. The food and atmosphere was a breath of fresh air compared to what we're used to at Disney Springs, meaning it was something new and different. The dining room was bright and vibrant, and even though we don't have a whole lot of experience with Indian food to compare it to, food is absolutely wonderful. I suggest getting the bread service. It's amazing. Well, after eating, I was feeling up to it, so I decided to go hit up the big Walt Disney store. I didn't see a hat I liked, and actually was a little disappointed. Part of the updates to the store from the last time that we had been there was for the ear and hat section to actually shrink. I mean, that was the whole reason I wanted to go in there to begin with, so yeah, disappointed. Anyway, we did end up getting some things while we were there, and I'll get to our haul in just a little bit. But for now, on with Accidental Disney. After World of Disney, we hit up the Pin Trader store, and then went over to the Lego store. I mean, come on. I couldn't stay away from the Lego store. And it was right after that that Arabella surprised us and mentioned that she wanted to go back to the Magic Kingdom and ride the Carousel of Progress. The Carousel of Progress of all rides. We figured we had the time, and I was actually excited to get a second chance at going to the Magic Kingdom, so off we went. We spent the rest of the day at Magic Kingdom. It was great. And now for the haul. Any Disney trip, you gotta bring back some souvenirs. That's never not a thing with us. Both girls got the weighted Marie plushie dolls. Ellie got a trading pin set. Arabella got another stuffy plushie doll. I can't remember the character. It was like a baby Stitch or something. And they both got bubble ones on the day that Jessica took them by herself and I stayed at the room. And now I'm actually going to show you what I got. Yeah, I got the bag here. I got t-shirts. Saw a couple of shirts that I wanted. This was the first one. I couldn't live without. That's the first one. It's Walt Disney World. My favorite of the two. We got the monorail. Along for the ride. Isn't that what it says? Yeah, just along for the ride. And then From the Lego store. I couldn't walk out of there with it, without anything. I got this for me and the girls to build. They have little mini Disney castle. Yeah, I couldn't leave with this. It was only $40. It was a great trip, even with the injury, even with the rain. And like I said, we'll be back in a few short weeks for a longer visit. So, a couple of days ago, I had the rest of the cards for another deck that I'm working on delivered to the house. And so, I got so excited, I had to straight away sit down and put the deck together. And considering that it's from one of the most recent releases, I wanted to put card jackets on it, and I got a nice deck box for it too. And after getting that squared away, Jessica helped me out, and we play tested the deck just a little bit. Are we taking a break? It's raining. The rain is starting to pick up.
I don't care.
So about my magic card collection, one of the good things about a rainy day is I've got time to take you through the collection. I have a bunch of pre-constructed and constructed that I've built decks that are playable that I take from place to place, play with friends, and I'm always working on a few of those. Like just the other day I had inspiration for one, and so I got to looking at the cards online and put together one that's like a turn 3 win. Definitely I'm going to be looking into building that one. Jessica is nice enough to use her organizational skills to run through my collection. I guess when we got married, it became our collection. But she's using her skills to go through the collection and take it out of all the notebooks I had it in and catalog them and to reorganize them. She had gotten online and found some boxes that were sort of nice to store all the cards in. And so we got them in, and we're in the process of moving all the cards over. Yeah, there's a reason why it's called Cardboard Crack. It's kind of addictive. I've been collecting and building decks and, playing the game. It's fun. And this leads to Lorcana. That's something that Jessica and I have just recently gotten into. It's like Magic the Gathering, but Disney. Our collection isn't as extensive as Magic the Gathering, but we're getting there. We're into it. We're like into this thing full swing. We love playing. It's fun to have game nights and cook some junk food. Just have a day like today when it's rainy. It's a good day. Spend some time playing some games, enjoying the company of family. So that's about all the time we have for today. But first, I just want to get real with you for a moment. If you're a musician like I am, then when inspiration strikes, you're not always in an ideal situation. You don't always have your laptop or your rig or your setup, or you're not always at home. Sometimes I don't even have the time to boot up my studio. So what I do is this right here. I grab my phone and I run a quick video. I just had inspiration for a song, so I'll do my best to sing it. A one single-sided paradiddle says all right, hold on, and then double single-sided paradiddle, and then alternate both. And sometimes I do have the time to boot everything up, and I can flesh out an idea like so. What I'm getting at is if you're creative, you're a songwriter, a writer, artist, whatever you do, just keep on doing it. Stay tuned. Next time, we're going to be taking a look at my rig. I'm going to run through it, seeing as I'm about to tear the thing apart. We're going to get in here in the live room and do some more cleaning. And then I'm actually going to start pulling and moving stuff around in the control room for the rig move. So onwards and upwards, as they say. Well, it's time for me to get upstairs. So I leave you today with a quote from the Candyman, Gene Wilder, from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it. $38 or 32. All right, 3, 2, 1. We were. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Don't worry about the house. A PDA with remote control can take care of anything you forgot.
It was Take It Easy for me. All right, 3, 2, 1. Accidental Disney.